Hey everyone, this is Matt with the Milwaukee Road. I just want to give you guys another update of the Wisconsin Central yard rehab work that I've been doing. As you can see, the static grass has all been installed. The gravel driveways have been installed. I've done some of the shading on the driveways. I still have more to do. I also have to do some blending with the static grass so that way, different colors will start coming out. And I'll give you an example. Right over here, I used some other uh, blended turfs to go in so that way you can kind of see how there's areas where it's a little bit more green, so that way it's just not this constant bright color as you can see right there. So I'm still I still got to work on that, get that area, or get all the grasses set. I'm gonna put a couple of trees right in here, then some trees along here, maybe a couple up in here, nothing too much, some over here, and then of course the row of trees in the back, and then the row of trees on that side of the road. Um, the other thing that I need to work on now, as you can see, these bumpers that I have right there, those are the Tomar. I really like them. I ordered two more for there, but after consulting with one of my buddies, uh, he kind of told me that this rip track and the engine track would basically be afterthoughts. Once they did the mill, so they wouldn't really put in a true bumper. So I don't know if I'm going to do kind of how I did the end of track there with just the pile of gravel, or if I'm going to do ties at the end. If I do the ties, it's not going to be the Atlas ones like I have right there. Those are just mock-ups. I'll actually, I have some ties that are true wood that I'll put in place there just to kind of make it look a little bit more detailed, a little bit better. Um, the other thing, I don't know how I'm gonna have that car lifted. If I put jacks under it, I have to manually build the jacks. So I probably will end up just doing the jacks, but I didn't know if that would look stupid or not with the excavator kind of lifting it up. And well, to be quite honest, it kind of does look stupid. So yeah, I'll just move that. It's no longer gonna do that. So, um, but as you can see, I've got all the gravel areas all set. I still have to weather them up. The only area I did not touch was where the parking lot is, because I just ordered to go alongside here two of the Rick's grain bins. Excuse me, and then those will actually get fed up into the elevator here, which would go to the silos or go to the filling, whichever. So I've got those two on order. So, one will be here, one will be here, and then the parking lot will basically be right here. So that's how I have this thing set up. I don't want to estimate, where the bins will be or how big they will be. So I'm going to wait until they come in and then put them down, measure it out, and truly do it properly. So I'm gonna get going on that once I get the bins. The chain link fence that I have is going to continue out to the road, so it's going to continue from there out to there. I was thinking of actually kind of putting the chain link fence all the way around, and then also all the way along here. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not sure if I need to, or if that would just be just a waste of the chain link fence, but I have enough to do it. So either way, there's going to be a chain link fence to the road or a chain link fence separating the yard and the main line. So that's where I'm at right now. I have to go back. You can see I added some of the little bit of ground foam in there. I have some little static grass areas So I have to go back, add that, because since this is a grain facility, and with grain falling out of the bottoms, when you look at actual pictures, you can see that there's stuff growing in between the tracks. So I'm gonna end up doing that just to give it a little bit more realistic look. So that's where I'm at right now, you guys. All the ballast for the black ballast is done. The only thing I have done right here is the gray ballast along the edge right here. I still have to do basically from here over, basically get this, the diamond in and finish up this turnout and kind of repair this one up. But other than that, the ballast is all done. Everything's been glued. I just have to go back, weather stuff up, put some trees in, and go from there. Now, I'm going to address one thing. The backdrop that I have, and I'm going to show you, I've got the backdrop right here. Then as I swing over, you can see I have the backdrop on this side. Oh, sorry, I'm going a little too fast. I apologize. And then the backdrop back there. Now, this one is, this is the height of the backdrop on the opposite side of this wall. And that's going to be the same backdrop, from there going down, and then it's going to, like I said, the other one's going to kind of come down and be a low tree line. I had someone ask me where I get these backdrops. They are all trackside scenery. He does an amazing job with these backdrops. In fact, I'm actually going to show you what I have on this side so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. When you're looking at it head on, it looks really good. And with the roads, you can see how the road just kind of continues on. He does a phenomenal job with these backdrops, so I'm going to continue working with him. Now, to get this backdrop, this was just about $150 for this side. So it's not one of the cheapest backdrops, but honestly, I think it's one of the best looking backdrops. So that's why I'm going to continue with him and get this side done. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I have one other thing I wanted to show you. Sorry, I ended up getting a new engine. You can see all my Wisconsin Central engines. Well, if some of you did not know, Wisconsin Central was not only limited to the United States. They expanded into New Zealand, Australia, the United Kingdom, and this is actually one of the engines from the UK that they had. And it's the English, Welsh, and Scotland Railroad. So you can see it's the same coloring as Wisconsin Central. They are the parent, or they were the parent company up until Canadian National took over. But I just kind of wanted to get that only because it's kind of a neat thing to have. So that's all that I wanted to show you guys. But other than that, that's all that's new on the layout. I hope you guys like it, and I will show you guys once I get a little bit more done on this. Have a good one.